Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wingcat Sports, and it's the NFC North breakdown this week. Only two games to go over, and both weren't the most exciting games overall. First up, we'll go over the Lions because I do my post game of that, and I think we did a post game of that here. They ended up winning 37 to 24. As to be expected with the Lions, they should have won their game anyways. It was sloppy towards the end. Again, full breakdown you have already on the channel. But overall, not a terrible game from the offense until more or less towards the end when they kind of took their foot off the pedal. But like my dad was saying, poor QB play by the Bengals really screwed them over for the most part.
Yeah, I think if Burrows had played that game, it would have been very different. I didn't think the Lions played especially well, and yet they still scored 35 points. They were never in doubt of losing that game.
No, you shouldn't. Again, you should have even been in the conversation to lose the game. So
right, and I don't know. Like I said, I didn't think they don't have to play well against the Bengals. So they handed the ball off. Montgomery had a good game. Did what they had to do. That left tackle worries me as we go
Manu,
because I don't think Decker's going to be available.
I haven't seen what his injury is. So
he's got another shoulder injury. He had surgery on it, but it's not the same.
I know injury. Arnold also. It seems like it's better than it was thought of. So he might be back this year too. A couple big injuries, and your cornerbacks are going to be your weak spot this year.
Again, we're starting to get injuries are starting to pile up. They said Lee McNeil might be back soon.
Yes, which is a good rotation on that line. It's just now this year you're more worried about your cornerbacks. But Lions' next opponent is the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. They're actually not even favored in the game despite the poor play overall. From the Chiefs, they're giving the Chiefs a 55% chance to win, 2.5 point spread.
Yeah, I would say the Chiefs are at a point where they have to win.
They are.
Mahomes is going to he's going to give you everything he's got. So this is going to be a great test for the Lions.
Yes.
The Chiefs are still one of the elite teams in the league, despite their issues. And then we got to go play another elite team in Tampa Bay. So I think if we can win one of these next two games, we're in good shape.
Yeah.
We'll go to the bye 5-2. I think that would be great. If we go into it 6-1, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't say nothing bad about that. But I just want to win one of these next two games, and then we want to win one of the first two coming out of the break, and then after that, I think we got a pretty good schedule.
Yeah, we'll get more of that into our pregame. Next game we got Vikings beating the Browns 21-17. Again, to give you expect off a bad Browns team, you should beat them. And again, good game.
Browns should have won that game.
Probably should have won the game, but still,
Browns were like I said, I was. I think they're giving it all they got in Cleveland, and going forward with their rookie, it's going to be rough. They're going to have a rough year.
Yeah,
but I think good things for the Browns in the future.
Yeah, well, we'll see what ends up happening. Again, their next game isn't going to be easy. It's going to be a loss for the Vikings, especially after what happened to the Eagles this week. They're going to be playing the Eagles, luckily at home, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think the Eagles are going to beat up on them pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I think the Eagles will too.
So, hopefully you have a chance.
J.J. McCarthy supposed to be back?
I think he's supposed to come back around when we play them in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
But they're giving the Eagles a 58% chance to win. Overall, there is no over-under on that game yet, surprisingly, but I'm no doubt it's towards the Eagles. But we'll see what ends up happening. Maybe the Vikings can put up a little bit of fight with their defense. Outside of that, though, I don't really think there is much hope with that game when it comes to Vikings fans. Bears, since they didn't play a game this week, we're just going to look at their next matchup that they have. They're going to be playing the Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football this week. We'll see what ends up happening. I think Jay Daniels might be back this week. I think that will determine how well the game gets played.
He's showing on my fantasy thing that he's back this week.
But he is currently at their plan. They say that the Washington Commanders have a 65% chance to win this game, which again, no doubt. Hopefully the Bears can put up a fight, but it's 4.5 point spread. I probably will give it to Commanders with this one, but hopefully the Bears can show a little fight after their win a couple weeks ago against the Raiders.
Yeah, I love the Commanders, man. I love the Commanders, so I don't want the Bears to win this. I hope they get trounced.
Damn.
Ben Johnson slapped
But what if
around.
you gotta give the Bears a little bit of hope? You know, they struggled
The
like we
Bears
did
still
versus
suck. The Bears still suck.
gotta give them a little bit of hope. The Packers coming off their bye once the slow tonight can actually see who they're playing. They will have an easier week as well. They are playing the Bengals this week. Joe Flacco 2.0 coming at them. They beat them on two different teams this year.
I am predicting an upset here. I think the Bengals are going to beat them. Joe Flacco will beat Green Bay twice in the same year.
I mean, that'd be hilarious. 2 weeks later, he comes back and beats you again. Or 3 weeks later, that'd be hilarious to see. I don't think that's going to happen. They should be able to handle it.
Do you think Joe Flacco's going to play? He's got 4 days to
I
learn
think he will play. I think he will play.
Well, you probably figure, hey, just launch it. We got Chase. We got Higgins. That's all we need. And
you just give him more than
great wide receivers.
So. As long as Green Bay's defensive line doesn't play as well as ours did with rushing him, we only sacked Browning once, but you killed him multiple times. Right. As long as the Bengals defense can buy him just a little bit more time, Joe Flacco should be okay. Otherwise, he's going to be dead out there.
All right, we got 30 seconds.
I know we got, but either way, hopefully it's not too terrible. But we will end it here now that we fit that the final game. If you like what you see, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think is going on inside the NFC North. Until next time, we'll see everybody soon.